Israel is not giving up on its occupation and massacre in the Middle East. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, declared that soldiers would remain at Mount Hermon in southern Syria. Israel, increasing its assaults in the West Bank, has entered Jenin with tanks after 23 years.
Most likely,
Israeli forces will remain at Mount Hermon in Syria, creating a buffer zone for an unknown period.
we should examine all risks.
Israel is persisting with its occupation policy in the Middle East. The Israeli army, which entered Syria claiming a temporary buffer zone, is staying at Mount Hermon. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu changed his stance. He declared that they would not leave Syria, citing the security of Druze villages as a reason.
We will not let Hayat Tahrir al-Sham and the new Syrian army into southern Damascus. We want the new regime forces in southern Syria's Quneitra, Dara, and Suwaida to be completely disarmed. We will not accept any threats directed at the Druze in southern Syria.
No new armies allowed.
The Israeli army has entered southern Syria for the first time since 1974, coinciding with the fall of the Assad regime. The Tel Aviv administration announced that the UN-supervised buffer zone in the region has been temporarily taken over. Israel, which occupies Syrian territory, continues its attacks on Palestinians in the West Bank. Israeli tanks have entered Jenin after 23 years. Israeli Defense Minister Katz plans for the army to remain in the West Bank for a year under an operation called the Iron Wall. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu claimed that the army is fighting terrorism, recalling that Israel has conducted operations in the region with tanks after decades. There is a statement from the armed wing of the Palestine Liberation Organization, the Jerusalem Brigades. The Jerusalem Brigades reported that there have been clashes with Israeli troops entering Jenin and that some soldiers were injured.